Hey guys, Poison here, and today I'm here with Leaguestarter slash boss killer slash lab farmer guide. I'm pretty sure that there some similar builds exist already, but since I'm streaming, a lot of people asked me about the guide, and I promised it that I will come up with. So this is gonna be it. It's a Warchief Totems Berserker. I'm gonna show you a short time-lapse footage throughout the lab run just to show you the build in action. And after the footage, I'm gonna be back with the explanation. So see you after the footage. Alright, so we are back after the footage, right? First of all, I would like to talk about the upsides and downsides of the build. Upsides would be that it's really cheap to get it together, especially after 2 days in the league, 2-3 days in the league. It's versatile. You can do bosses, you can do Uber Labyrinth, you can do pretty much everything you want. Downsides would be that it's very, very slow to clear maps, but not in the labyrinth. In the labyrinth is actually very, very fast. Leveling, people would ask, hey Poison, but how do I level this? You just go with Sunder and like pretty much everybody else and their mothers and their whole families and everybody that touches Path of Exile levels with Sunder right now. So you just take Sunder and you can't go wrong with it, level it up. And that's it. So, but the next question is, okay, Poison, but when do I switch? This is the biggest question. When do I switch to the actual totem build? Well, once you have Facebreakers, the Bringer of Rain, Nightmare Bassinet, Maginords, and the Great Old One's shield. You see that I'm using 2 Kohamas, but first I started with the Great Old One's shield, and that's just great. We have to note that there are 2 separate versions. That's the starter version, the cheap one, and I'm gonna talk about that first. You can notice that I have steel rings here, but you don't need them. I started with this exact amulet, a lot of resistances, again resistances, and some life and some physical damage if you can afford, and that was my first setup. If you have the Great Old Ones, then you can use auras as well, but I'm gonna get into it after I talk about the skill tree a little bit. I will talk about the links after that. So let's see the skill tree. You start with at the Marauder, take some life, go through here, since you're sundering, take the X nodes, and don't worry about it because you will have almost enough points to take it off once you have all the items to switch to totems. One thing to note, you don't take blood magic and the nodes behind it until you get to Kohamas, because then you can't reserve your mana and have hatred. You take all the life nodes, pretty much area of effect. You take the jewel nodes that you can, but that's later. And you go through here, Art of the Gladiator, and you take Revelation as well, and that's pretty much it. You can see it. I go through it slowly. Take life and take damage and jewel sockets. That's pretty much it. Once you have the items that I mentioned to switch, you take Ancestral Bond for an extra totem, and you're good to go. And the totem nodes, obviously. You don't take the totem nodes until you actually switch. These ones, and the Ancestral Bond. So yeah, as I said, 2 versions, right? So the first version is with the Great Old One's shield. I'm gonna take off the 2 Kohamas for now. The Great Old Ones goes with this setup. You have those 2 really cheap rings and amulet. As link setups, early on, until you are with the Great Old One's shield, you want to have conk effect / increased area of effect. Area of effect for mapping and consecrated effect for the bosses. Damage on full life support, Ancestral Warchief obviously. And you want to have Ruthless instead of Brutality because you want to run Hatred Aura, and since you can't deal elemental damage while have Brutality, you want to have Ruthless instead, and you will run Hatred. In the gloves, you'll have Lightning Trap. That's not necessary, but it's good to have it for bosses. Shield Charge, faster attacks, and Fortify. In the boots, we have Cast on Damage Taken, Immortal Call, Increased Duration, Enduring Cry. A small tip here, you always put this setup into one of your gear pieces, preferably the boots in this case. Don't put it into your shield, because while you run through the labyrinth, because this is mainly a lab runner, you want to have a offhand setup for the jumping jacks. This is why. So you jump through everything. Now if you have it in your shield and you do the jumping jack with Bright Beak and Prismatic Eclipse, you notice your shield disappears, right? Then your cast on damage taken disappears as well. And you get dumpstered by traps. That's pretty simple. Now here you have Lip Slam, faster attacks, and Fortify again. And that's pretty much it. After you gather some wealth, obviously you can get 2 Kohamas, you get your steel rings, you roll them, and you get like 40k damage plus. And you switch the Ruthless with Brutality. Because you cannot have Hatred anymore, you have to take that off as well. Then you go to the skill tree and you take the life nodes behind the blood magic and you're good to go. Now about jewel sockets, what you want to have, I will have to change this one, but what you want to have is attack speed, life, area damage, face damage with shields, and so on. I will put a jewel whooper into the description, a jewel search, so it's gonna be easier for you guys to search for jewels for yourselves. And yeah, that's about it. Jewels, skill tree. I think I covered everything here. As flask, you want to have some life flasks, maybe a basalt, lion's roar for more damage and more survivability, and of course a quicksilver just to go through the lab or slash maps bosses faster. Endgame wise, you can scale it even more if you want to. You can take a Grutkull spell here and take abysses. One thing worth mentioning, don't use abysses in the labyrinth because you will die to the traps. That's pretty much it. You will want to have a stone golem as well for more life regen as well, but that's about it. I think I covered everything, and I hope you got an idea about my build. My build, it's not my build, it's just the general Warchief build. Oh yeah, the Ascendancy. I almost forgot about it. You want to take Warbringer first, because it acts like an instant flask. Then you go for Crave of the Slaughterer, Aspect of Carnage, and then last but not least, we got Rite of Ruin, right? So that's about it. If you have any more questions, guys, just let me know. Hit me up with a question on YouTube, or you can ask me privately or in the comment section, or you can just come to my stream. I stream daily on Twitch TV. I will put a link in the description. You can find me there and you can ask me questions live, and I try to respond them, as many as I can. Hope you liked it and hope you can use it, guys. Have a great day, afternoon, morning, night, wherever you live when you watch this video, and I see you guys next time. Bye bye.